Still in timeout here after Joe Spallina called one. Not 18:46 left to go in the second half. A still close game between Stony Brook and North Carolina. The Tar Heels, the home team, has an 8-6 lead after they've gotten back-to-back goals. Thanks to Melissa Scanone on the free position opportunity and Nicole Humphrey on her fourth of the season. Diamonds in the rough. Team players that you would not usually expect if your opponents are against North Carolina. That allows everybody to get what they want. Stony Brook's defense limiting North Carolina to only 8 goals so far throughout the first 42 minutes of this game. And that defense has helped the offense try and stay in for as long as they can. Technically a top 6 matchup since Stony Brook is number 6 in the media poll, and North Carolina is still, of course, number 1. They have not relinquished that all season long. So at the timeout, Stony Brook will have the ball. Maybe the whistle called before that timeout was called, but it doesn't matter either way. Stony Brook will have it with 57 on the shot clock. Looking to try and get a goal here to keep this game contested and not give North Carolina a chance to run away with it yet. Stony Brook has been relentless in their first 2 quarterfinal games in program history, losing both of those matchups by 1 after a last-minute push by the opponents. Good different here with the opponent up this time as Kennedy was almost inside the arc, but she'll move it out with 38 to go. Kennedy to the left wing. She finds Poulis. Back to the top should go to Kennedy. Kennedy to her right for Huff, whose errant passes has given North Carolina a chance to capitalize. She's trying to break her way inside the arc, out to go to the back of the cage instead for Considine. Considine with 23, trying to push inside the arc, couldn't, out to the left wing instead for Poulis. To the top she goes for Rafferty. Rafferty trying to push inside, out she'll go instead to Kinsley. Kinsley to the back of the cage instead for Considine. Might try to set up a quick pass. Going inside over to Poulis. Tries to shot and score! It was a Stony Brook goal! But that was not Sarah Poulis. Waiting to see who it was that was responsible for it. It may have been Siobhan Rafferty who had the goal. But either way, that's exactly what Stony Brook needs. They once again cut the deficit to 1. The girl picking that up. Waiting to see who that is, and it looks like that is Siobhan Rafferty who had the goal. And yep, that is Siobhan Rafferty credited with the goal. The big goal that Stony Brook needed after giving up back-to-back to North Carolina before. And once again, it's a 1-goal game with 17:57 left to go in the second half. This is game living up to the expectations. North Carolina fans hoped it would be a sorry, but Stony Brook fans always believed in their team ever since Joe Spallina came to Stony Brook in 2012 out of Adelphi. Ever since then, been one success after another. They have continued to improve each year. Once again, another face-off between Verhulst and Mastriani. Stony Brook cutting the deficit to 1. They're only down 8-7 to North Carolina with less than 18 minutes to go in the second half. Waiting for the whistle. Goes up in the air. And it's won by Allie Kennedy. Almost did. She lost a stick on it. It's still being fought for. Kennedy fell down. And Constantine tried to save it, but could not. And the closest one there was a Tar Heel, which was Emma Trenchard. So North Carolina will get the clear. Allie Kennedy did fall down, and we have another whistle called. You can hear Stony Brook fans getting disgruntled as Kennedy was falling down, but she may have fell down of her own accord. That's what the refs thought. From my angle, you can see clearly, but for me, it was 50-50, so it did go. It could have gone either way. North Carolina back with the ball, trying to get back up by 2. Ortega with the ball after she got from Hodge. Mastriani left wing, trying to push her way inside. Not really any goals for her yet in this game. Left wing, she'll go out to the top for Ortega. Ortega trying to find a clear, can't get anywhere. She'll go to the left instead for Mastriani. Hodge with it. Hodge trying to break it inside, outside, going over to Groundy. Groundy going inside over to a great pass over to Hillman, but her shot on goal was stopped by Cameron Hossel. That was a clear attempt for Hillman, but Hossel stepping up big right there to keep it a 1-goal game. And Stony Brook with the ball, Claire Levy making the clear, and once again the Seawolves can tie this game up. Stony Brook's defense facing off against a powerful North Carolina offense. Cameron Hossel, the junior, transfer from Rutgers, has been really giving herself quite the matchup that she wanted. Using this experience, once she becomes a senior next year, expect her to be the starting goalie should she remain with the Seawolves. Expect her to rise up. So Stony Brook will work with it with a chance to tie the game up with 16:20 to go in the second half. Kennedy left wing with half the shot clock gone by. Back to the cage, O'Miller is with it. O'Miller from the left side of the crease, looking for somebody inside. Goes over to Considine. Considine with a chance. Tried to go with it. Got double teamed. She'll have to move out. No clear shot on goal. O'Miller trying to fake it around. Couldn't get inside the arc. She goes out instead to the top for Huff. Good defense by North Carolina. Kennedy to her right for Hampel. To the back of the cage she'll go. And it's back over to Hampel. She'll try to push her way inside to the back of the cage. She'll go to Considine. Considine with 20 on the shot clock. Out to the left wing. She'll go to Rafferty. Rafferty to the top for Handy. She'll try to bust her way inside. Can't get there. Maybe drawing a double team from the looks of it. Huff over to the left. Trying to push her way inside. Huff shoots and scores! Kaylee Huff has tied the game at 8. And Stony Brook gets back-to-back goals of their own. What an answer! Kaylee Huff being able to get a little redemption right there. She had some errant plays on her end just a little while ago. And Kaylee Huff getting her first goal of the game. We're all knotted up at 8. Stony Brook with the game of the season here at Chapel Hill. Having fun with it. No clear answer on who is going to win this game, but one thing is for certain. Stony Brook continuing to stay in there for as long as they can, and nobody knows who is going to win, with just 15:38 left to go in this game. Some type of answer that we are really loving here by Joe Spolina. After the timeout that was called by him after Stony Brook got a possession offensively, used it to his advantage, and ever since then, back-to-back goals thanks to Siobhan Rafferty and Kaylee Huff. And we got another free position upcoming here between Mastriani and Verhulst. Running out of ways to describe this game. Shots on goal combined 29 between both teams. North Carolina owns it 15-14, but this still makes it a big one. A beautiful sequence by Stony Brook on the last possession offensively and defensively. Cameron Halsell saved on Elizabeth Hillman, and the goal as the face-off won by Allie Kennedy. So trying to make the clear this time, has to back out a bit as she gets double teamed, gets away from it, and finds Macera, and she'll make the clear. And Stony Brook now with a chance to retake the lead, their first lead since 23:16 to go in the first half. Chance here. And we'll see what they can do and try and get a little run going of their own. Hampel to the back of the cage for O'Miller. O'Miller with the ball on the right side of the crease. Can't find anybody inside the arc. Sticking with it. She'll go moving inside the arc. She'll actually go out now to the back of the cage for Hampel. Moving out to the left wing for Kennedy with 55 on the shot clock. Kennedy trying to move it around. Getting teamed up well. She's moving out to her right. Sees Macera. Macera with the ball. Right corner. She'll go to Kinsley. Kinsley to the back of the cage for O'Miller. O'Miller with the ball. May set up an assist here. Trying to set somebody up. 38 in the shot clock. O'Miller being patient. Looks like she'll take it herself, trying to move it inside. She's inside the arc, takes a shot and went wide, but it stays with Stony Brook as Kinsley was the closest when it hit the brick wall. With 26 to work with. Kinsley now along the right line of the fan. From 16 meters out on the right wing. Kennedy with the ball. It's 15 left to work with. She'll have to work quickly. Kennedy trying to bust the hole inside. Takes a shot, and she scores! And for the first time since the 23-16 mark of the first half, the Stony Brook Seawolves have the lead. They're up 9-8. Allie Kennedy with her second goal of the game. And the Stony Brook fans on the sideline are really getting fired up now. This Seawolves team came to play against one of the best teams in the nation, and they are keeping their hopes of the first of the biggest upset probably in tournament history coming up. So Hofstra back with the ball again in Stony Brook territory. It's Shannon Boyle with it. Hofstra will once again work with control. Alexa Matera with the ball. 13:22 left to go. Stony Brook up 3-1. The offense seems to be lacking a little bit in this game. Not seeing too much of Allie Kennedy and Taryn O'Miller play their cards usually. Not even Siobhan Rafferty. How troubling is that? Again, you got a lot of local talent here. A lot of these girls know each other, going back to high school, teammates former high school teammates, now rivals in this Battle of Long Island. And we had a pass that was nearly horse down, and it looked like we have a late whistle called, and that fouls are going against Stony Brook probably. That time Gagden all over Perella. That time too much contact. It's like her stick made contact with the legs of Alyssa Perella, so she'll get a free position chance. Perella for a free position opportunity. She is 3 of 8 this season, looking to get her 24th goal of the season. from the left wing of the fan. Reps are winning it out. Also trying to set up against her. Trying to back out the right wing of the fan. So set it up from the left side, waiting for the whistle. And with a shot that went wide left, and it'll stay with Hofstra. That's probably why Perella doesn't do too much, where she is now 3 of 9 this season. And Matera would try to get her shot, not enough speed to get past Hallsall, and she'll pick up the easy save.
Great sequence by Hallsall, first preventing Perella from getting her shot to the back of the net off the wide opportunity, and then another save that happened at the top.
And a quick shot score goal by Kaylin Hart on the fast break up her right hand.
And that goal, credit that to Cameron Hallsall. Her performance in the net directly led to that goal off the quick transition on the clear. As a result, she was able to move across the other side of the field. And Kaylin Hart, one-on-one chance. She's going to knock those opportunities down more often than not. And also great pass by Jaden Hampel on the left side of the wing, finding a wide open Kaylin Hart on the right corner of the goalie crease.
First goal for Stony Brook in 7 minutes after the last one was scored a little while ago. And the last goal for Stony Brook was by Hart herself. So if she gets the next one, her second goal of the game, it's 4-1 Stony Brook with 12.5 minutes left to go in the first half. And after it looks like both teams weren't producing enough of offense, and there may have been a chance for Hofstra to start cutting in, Stony Brook holds off their momentum for the time being. So once again, it's Whalen and Verhulst with the face-off. Not too much of Ali Kennedy and Miller or Rafferty so far. We can't tell whether or not this has become a little of a lingering problem. We're not aware of any injuries that neither of them have.
I wouldn't say it's injuries, it's just good defenses. I mean, both teams know who you got to stop. Kennedy, O'Miller, Perella. I mean, that's just common sense. And both of these teams know each other so well for all the Long Island products. And two tremendous coaches in Joe Spallina and Shannon Smith. So the strategies are working on that end. Now is where you see who else is going to step up for these teams.
In the face-off, St. Bella had the ball was stripped away from Perella, but she gets fouled for that. And she gets called for a foul for that. A little too much contact, and she was wondering why. So Kennedy will have the ball in Hofstra's zone once again.
That was a stick check from Perella. I thought it made contact with the stick, unless maybe it hit the hands.
I'm 50-50 on that.
No question there. That's a foul.
Kennedy falling to the ground on a foul that was on Kayla Robertson. Actually, no, it's Chris Tadero. She fell down, but she's immediately back up on her feet. We had an injury scare a few weeks ago for Ali Kennedy, but she immediately came back into the game a minute later. So Kennedy, outside the left corner of the arc. We'll see if she tries to think about getting a shot on goal here. Does she have enough speed?
Well, we know that answer. It's a matter if she's going to do it or not.
She will spin it around with a shot, and she scores on a mid-right-hand shot. And Kennedy's finally on the scoreboard for the first time today. It's 5-1 Stony Brook.
And that's what happens when you got the speed of Ali Kennedy. You can do things no one else on Long Island can do. That time off the free position chance. 3 Hofstra players trying to converge inside and trying to prevent Ali Kennedy from knocking it down on the left side of the wing. So what does she do? She keeps running, takes a hard cut right in front of the net, goes to her right, and fires off that mid-arm, sidearm shot attempt to the back of the net. Ali Kennedy, not only great speed, great athleticism, the IQ, the awareness to recognize, hey, these Hofstra defenders, they're going to blind the goalkeeper. They're going to disrupt her line of sight. So let's do that so I can get the easy shot. As a result, Ali Kennedy on the board.
That's what's allowed Kennedy to capitalize on a lot of great goal attempts. The ability to fill holes very quickly.
13 free position goals on the season, top 5 in the nation.
A very great accolade for her. It shows you just how spectacular she has been. So on the next face-off, it's won immediately by Perella. With 11:55 to go in the first half, it's Stony Brook up 5-1 against the Pride. And we have a stick change between number 20 and number 25, and I think that's probably looking at a cause for a turnover.
Yeah, Hofstra not ready following the ensuing goal possession. Just didn't look set coming off the draw control battle. And that ball sailing out of bounds, leading to a turnover for the Pride. Something they can't afford being down 4, and 11:45 left to go in this first period.
Well, if I was seeing that correctly on the stick change, or if there anything going on with the ball in that time, or if it actually was illegal to do the stick change. I think that is the case. So
Yeah.
that's going to be a 1 minute man up for the Seawolves. And we'll see if they have that ability to do that. So Aaron McQuarrie getting some valuable minutes in this game. O'Miller back at the cage with Considine. Left wing of the fan, you have Kennedy. Kennedy going to the right for McQuarrie. A 3-2-2. Looks like we got ourselves a 4-2-1 formation right now. O'Miller trying to set up a pass, no one's available.
They're gonna work that motion and then look for a potential pass behind the cage by Considine today, trying to find a cutting player.
And going over to Huff with a shot score from Taryn O'Miller. The wide open space that allowed Huff to get inside the arc immediately. Huff on the scoreboard for the first time today, 6-1 Stony Brook.
That's the bread and butter of Joe Spalina's offense, is utilizing that motion. You know you got the ball rotating around the island, and once it gets behind the cage, you got tremendous speed and athleticism in your offense and trusting one of them to take the cut. And today was Huff taking that cut up the middle, rather O'Miller taking the cuff and getting that goal.